What is up, my friends? It's Ray back here, and today I'm going to be taking you guys behind the scenes for a look at my 2024 work from home office desk setup. This is the space where I work daily and bring all of the content that you see here on my channel and platforms to life. It's the place where I spend most of my time nowadays, so the goal here is to promote productivity by making things as comfortable and as efficient as possible. If you've been following along here on the channel for a few years, you've likely seen this setup before. I made many desk setup videos back in 2020, 2021, and 2022, so I figured it's been long enough to give you guys an update on what's new because there is quite a bit. The idea behind my desk setup has always been to be a giant modular docking station for my MacBook Pro, and throughout the years, that idea has been holding up really well. I've been able to easily swap things out and move things around as I've evolved. One thing that's remained the same though since the creation of this setup is the desk itself. The desk that I'm using is the Uplift V2 commercial. I invested in myself big time when I first started working from home by picking up a highly rated sit-stand desk, and the V2 commercial has yet to disappoint. It works and looks like the day that I took it out of the box almost 4 years ago, which in and of itself is very crazy to think about. Around the desk, I have a Philips gradient light strip, which definitely makes this setup pop and the space as a whole much more interesting. One major change that I recently made was that I added a pluggable 13-in-1 Thunderbolt 4 dock. This dock has become the thing that I never knew my setup needed. Not only does it give me a ton of additional ports, but it also drives and powers pretty much everything here. My M2 Pro MacBook Pro, my Lacy D2 drive, the Elgato Wave XLR, which powers my Blue Sona mic, and it even drives my 5K Apple Studio display without an issue. This pluggable dock has become the central hub of my setup. It sits nicely on the hanging shelf that I have underneath my desk. Adding this Thunderbolt 4 dock in and keeping things looking all neat and tidy wasn't an easy process though. I spent a lot of time under my desk managing and organizing cables, but the end result, I have to say, was so worth it. There is nothing like having a clean and organized workspace. In my opinion, it makes you more productive, and I think this actually looks pretty good. On my desk, I'm using a Visa mount Apple Studio display with nano texture glass. I've been using this display for almost 2 years now, and I have to say it is hands down the best display that I've ever used. I created some of my best work on this thing. It sits on a Dell MSA20 monitor arm. On top of my studio display is an Insta360 Link, which has been my go-to webcam for quite some time now. It's the perfect upgrade to the camera that's built into the studio display, and it sits perfectly on top of it. Underneath all of that, I have a small grow-made stand that I use as the dock for my MacBook Pro and as a place to store things since it also doubles as a shelf. Next to that, I have my 11-inch M2 iPad Pro on a magnetic stand that's also from Pluggable. This is their latest stand that is rock solid, rotates in every direction, and most importantly, it elevates my iPad nicely next to my studio display so I can control things pretty seamlessly with universal control. The keyboard and mouse that I use for that are the Magic Keyboard with Touch ID and the Logitech Master 3 mouse. Both sit on a grow-made wool desk pad, which I consider to be my work zone. Around that, I have a pair of Fluence AI41 bookshelf speakers, a 6TB Lacy D2 professional drive, my vitamin case, camera battery charger, a Hey Pikmin amiibo, just because, 2 plants, an Elgato Wave XLR, and a Logitech Blue Sona mic, which sits on an Elgato Wave mic arm LP. I do a lot of voiceover recordings for my videos here like I'm doing right now. And lastly, the chair that I use the Uplift Pursuit ergonomic chair. This chair is so comfortable to work on for long periods of time, and it is equally as comfortable to take naps in. I'm just saying. So that is my 2024 home office desk setup in all of its glory. If you're interested in any of the gear that you saw in this video, I placed links to everything that I'm using in the description box down below. Also down there, you're going to find a link to my Amazon storefront where you're going to find curated lists that I put together highlighting all of the gear that I use in each of my setups. From my Nintendo Switch gaming setup, to my travel bag, to my home office desk setup like you saw here in this video. It is a great resource to check out if you need some gift ideas or just want to see the latest gadgets and gear that I'm using. So that's about all that I got for this video, my friends. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you did and you liked what you saw, you know the drill. Be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button because it always helps out the channel. Also, don't forget to follow Raymond Strazdas on X, Instagram, and TikTok for so much more. Until the next one, I will catch you guys later. Peace!